Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to prepare for the ACT. We have been solving ACT math problems out of this book here, the official ACT prep guide. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. You're going to need it. The problems that we're about to solve are the ones that you will find on page number 172. Please turn to it, page number 172, and today is our lesson number 10. Let's take a look at the very first problem, problem number 32. We are told that m equals to 3v plus 6, and the question simply is how much is v. So we just have to solve this equation. We just have to solve this equation for the letter v. That's what it is. So let's bring everything else on this side so we can have the v by itself. Let's subtract 6 from both sides. If we subtract 6 from both sides, these 6's cancel out, and here we end up with m minus 6. And we end up with 3v here. So 3v equals m minus 6. We need the v by itself, so divide by 3, that's all. Divide both sides by 3. This v is going to cancel out, and this is going to be m minus 6 over 3. There's your answer. There's your answer. The book stops right here. This is answer choice J. Now, if the book did not stop here, if the book presented the answer in a different form, then we could have gone actually one or two more steps. We could have continued as this m minus 6 over 3 is same as m minus 6 over 3 is same as m over 3 minus 6 over 3, which in turn can be written as m over 3 minus 2. So that's another form. That's another form the answer choice could have appeared in the exam. Right? It could have appeared in the book, but they stop right here. The answer is J. Let's do the next one, shall we? Number 33. Number 33, they are looking for the area of a parallelogram ABCD. Area of a parallelogram ABCD, which looks something like this. This is A, B, C, and D, and they draw a perpendicular, which we are told is 4. Now, how do we know? How do we know that this line that is being graphed is a perpendicular? Because they tell you that it makes 90-degree angle. And this is 5, and this is 3, and from here to here is 6. Let's give this point a name. What we're going to do here, we have to find the area of this thing. It's very simple, very straightforward. What we're going to do is, we're going to pick up this triangle AB. Let's grab the perpendicular here. First, give the point here. Let's call this point E, and let's call it F. What we're going to do is, we're going to pick up the triangle ABF. Okay, imagine that you pick up the triangle ABF, and you put it here. DCE. ABF, triangle ABF is same as triangle DCE. Again, one more time. ABF is same as DCE. And once we do that, once we move this triangle here, what we find is that FBCE is a rectangle. It's a rectangle where one side is 4, because B to F is same as C to E. One side is 4, and the other side is FD plus DE. F to D we are told is 6. How much is D to E? Well, D to E is same as A to F. D to E is same as A to F, which we know is 3. And this side, B to F is same as C to E. So it's BF, the area of this rectangle, the area of the rectangle FBCE is BF, which is 4, times F to E, which is 6 plus 3, which is 6 plus 3. So it's 4 times 6 plus 3. 6 plus 3 is 9, times 4 is 36. In other words, in other words, finding the area of a parallelogram is no different than finding the area of a rectangle. Parallelogram is a distorted rectangle. That's what it is. It's a distorted rectangle. It has been slanted. If it's slanted, that means you're taking a chunk from one side and just transposing it on the other side. That's what it is. Okay, let's do the next one. Number 34. Number 34. In 34 we are told that A equals to B plus 2. And the question is, how much is B minus A raised to 4? Let's find out, shall we? Let's erase this thing, we don't need it anymore. Question is, how much is B minus A raised to 4? Well, we have to solve this equation in such a way that we end up with B minus A. Let's find out, shall we? B minus A, which means we have to bring the A to this side and we have to bring the 2 to this side. We bring A to that side by subtracting A from both sides. And we bring, so let's do that. So that cancels out the A, and here we end up with 0 equals B minus A plus 2. Now we have to bring 2 to the other side because we need B minus A. Subtract 2 from both sides. And this 2 is going to cancel out. We end up with B minus A equals negative 2. We're not interested in B minus A. We are interested in B minus A raised to 4. So let's raise both sides to 4. Raise this side to 4 and this side to 4. So B minus A is simply negative 2 raised to 4, which is same as negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. I don't know why I had to do this thing. Obviously you can see it. There are 4 negatives. 4 negatives are going to become positive. Negative times negative is positive, and positive times negative is going to be negative again, and then that negative times negative is going to become positive. It's positive 16. Positive 16. Let's do the last one on the page, page number 35. Not page number 35, problem number 35. In problem number 35, we are given a picture here that looks something like this. This is A. Where's B? It goes this way. B, C, D, E, and F. Is that how it appears? Yep. A to F we are told is 12. F to E is 7. This we are told is 3. And that's about it. In the bottom we are told A to E is 10. A to B is 10. What is the question asking? We are told that the water fountain, this is 35, water fountain is located halfway between B and D. Halfway between B and D. The question is how to get there. How to get to it. How do we get to it? We're going to start our journey at A. Well, we're going to start our journey at A. The water fountain is located halfway between B and D. Where is B? B is right here and D is right here. So we have to first locate a halfway point. Let's find out halfway point. Halfway point is going to be right here. Okay, keep listening. Halfway point is right here. Okay, now listen. This is where we're going to start our solution here. F to E is 7. If F to E is 7 and A to B is 10, I'm not going to write everything down, just listen to me. A to B is 10 and F to E is 7, which means D to C must be 10 minus 7, which is 3. Which means halfway mark, is going to be 1.5. 1.5. Similarly, A to F, okay, listen very carefully, A to F is 12. A to F is 12, and E to D B to D is 3. If you put them together, that implies that B to C must be 9. B to C must be 9. If B to C is 9, then halfway mark is going to be 4.5. That's it. Now we have located the point. We have located the water fountain. The water fountain is right here. So we drop down here. This is 1.5. Our journey is going to start from here. This is 1.5. And from here to here is 7. So where do we go? We go 7 plus 1.5 this way. Let's erase this arrow here. We go 7 block this way, and then 4.5 block up. Going this way is which direction? Well, here's your compass: north, south, west, and east. And how do we remember this? Do you have a mnemonic device for it, or do you just know it? I can't just memorize it. I can't just know it. I have a mnemonic device for it. You understand what mnemonic means, right? Mnemonic means something that you make up to remember, to help you remember something. And it's very simple. What I say to myself is, if we write north, N comes in the alphabet before S does. N comes before the S. So I put my lines there because N comes in the alphabet first. I put that on the top, and then comes the S. And how about west? How do we figure out where do we put the west and where do we put the east? The mnemonic device that I use for it, and you might not need it. You might just know it. I'm not good with directions. Mnemonic device I use this. I write down the letter west, and then W comes to the left, and E comes to the right. That's all. W comes to the west, left, and E comes to the right. So we're going this direction first. First we're going this direction, which is east. How many units? 7 and 1.5. So we're going to go 8.5 to east, 8.5 units to the east. From here to here is 7, and then another 1.5, which is 8.5. And now we are at point here, and then we have to go 4.5 north, and then 4.5 north. So if you begin your journey at point A, you go 7 units, that's going to bring you to this point, and then another 1.5 units, that's going to bring you to this point. We don't have a name for them, so we can't actually talk about them in terms of names. And then once we're here, we go to 4.5 units to the north. That's all. We made too much fuss about it. But anyway, the bottom line is, I just realized it. I just looked at the answer choices, and I just realized that the very first thing we need to do is go 8.5 units to the east. 7 units and 1.5 units. We have to go 8.5 units to the east. I just realized that there is only one answer choice which says go 8.5 units to the east. That's your answer. Answer is D. The answer is D. I will see you tomorrow, okay? Where we'll continue our journey with the problems on the next page, on the following page, okay? Bye now.